Us. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Protection Chief Master Heimlich at Power Cry Systems in Cherryhill, New Jersey. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you about tying your belt properly, and this is for my students as well. So this is very important to understand how to do this. So I want to explain first of all a couple of things about the belt. Remember, when you become a white belt, and some styles you sign up for martial arts, you automatically get your white belt. At my school, you have to earn your white belt. So you come in as what we call beginner, and the beginner would have to learn a certain amount of techniques and then test for their white belt. But it's an informal test. It's not actually a formal test. So it's nothing to be overly concerned with. So if you're going to be visiting our school or coming down or signing up or whatever the case is, I want you to be aware that it's going to take about 10 to 14 classes on average to get your white belt. Now I've seen it happen a lot sooner than that as well. 3 to 4 classes sometimes. We recently had a female student and she tested within 3 classes, so that is possible. So anyway, what you're going to do is, when you do get your belt, you want to take good care of your belt. Understand the importance and the symbolic meaning of your belt, and understand that you want to always have high regard or high respect for your belt, no matter what rank too, by the way. You don't have to be a black belt to have a high regard for your belt. You want to actually, right from the beginning, right from the start, when you earn your white belt, and then on up, every single belt and every single rank, Q rank or Dan rank, whatever it may be, you want to respect that belt for what it is. So right from the beginning, I teach my students to take care of their belt and take care of it properly. You also want to understand and note that you do not ever wash your belt. To wash your belt is to wash away knowledge. So it's very important that we focus on that. We don't want to wash our belts. Also, it's important to take good care of your belt. So again, I don't want students going home and throwing their belt on the floor or laying it up on a fish tank. I actually went to a student's house one time, and it's not really funny, but I went over to a student's house. I was invited over for whatever the reason, I forget, but I noticed that their belt was hanging right on top of the fish tank. I was very upset, and we had a long discussion about that in class, obviously. So, and you never know when Sensei's going to show up, so take good care of your belts. Okay, anyway, hang your belt up properly with your uniform. Take good care of the uniform as well, which is called a gi. This is the gi top, the gi pants, and it's the proper uniform in the karate school. To put your belt on, you don't wash it, and you don't want it to just lay on the floor. You want to always respect it, so you don't really allow it to hang on the floor. Don't throw it on the floor or anything like that. It should really not even touch the floor for the most part. In a karate school, in the dojo, it's okay if it accidentally touches it for a little bit while you're putting it on, but you want to have respect, and it's a sacred part of your uniform and your training. So the first thing you want to do is to take your belt and make sure that you have it so that it's perfectly centered. Okay, you want that center. Okay, now what you want to do is take the center of that and put that right there, just below the navel. Okay, and now the important thing is this: don't allow that to move. Keep that point right there. As you go around the left side, by the way, this is my left hand, I'm going to go all the way around. Now, in order for me to get the belt on the other side, I have to slide this over a little bit, but notice that I don't let it move. I'm not allowing that part to move, and I bring it all the way around again. Okay, and I bring this right back on top. So once I go all the way around, I bring this on top, and there's my point, the first point that I had. So then I take the second one from the right side, the one on top, again, goes all the way around, and I make sure that it's on top of the other belt. So I go all the way around again, okay? And again, I have my center point, okay? It's very important to have your center point. Okay, now from here, you can actually grip that with your hand, and you take the top one, okay, and you take that, you tuck it inside, okay, and pull it straight through. Okay. From here, okay, it's important to line it up. And again, it's very important to note that I have noticed that I don't have it overlapped in the back. Okay, it's straight across. Okay, let me move up a little bit for you as well. All right, notice that straight across. There's no overlap anywhere in the belt. I then want to take the one that I tucked inside, which will be on top, and the other side down. Okay, I want to go over top, turn this in, tuck this bottom one in, pull it through, then I want to pull this tight, and there's my knot. Okay, so just like that. Readjust the uniform. Make sure your belt is just like that. Now pull the knot very tight, and there you have it. There's how you tie your belt. So this is the proper way to tie your belt. So I hope this video is helpful for my students as well as any other students that are out there. And congratulations in your training. And train hard. And remember, a journey of 1,000 miles always begins with a first step. So congratulations on your first step. And I'm Dr. Protection, and I'll talk to you next time. Us. Take care.